What's going on? Welcome back to KB Living. Another episode. Should be fairly quick. Replacing this wiper motor right here on a 2011 Volkswagen Jetta TDI, but I'm pretty sure it's fairly similar for a lot, the process at least. It shouldn't take too long. We have to get the wiper arms off, and as you can see here, I have a puller, which is the best thing to use. They actually make tools, wiper arm removal tools, but I just have a regular puller here, and that should work just fine. So get you in here and we can get to work. So the reason we have to get the arms off is we actually have to take this whole assembly out, but we need to pull off the plastic here. It already broke, and then pull the whole assembly out, swap the motor out, and put it back in. Should be a fairly simple process, so let's get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the bolt, and then there's a cap right here. I'll show you on the other one. Pops on there, and there's a nut underneath, and you take that off, and then you get your puller on here. And this one really isn't quite made for this, but we'll make it work. I don't think there's a lot of pressure holding it on, but there's enough. So right on top of the bolt, and I'm just gonna pull up, and I can see it's already coming up, which is good. The other one should be a little easier to get to because I don't have the plastic in the way here. So there we go. And this pops off like that. So you can see, stick a screwdriver in there, kind of just pry underneath, work your way around. All right, pop that one off. And we need it's a 13 millimeter right here. I'm gonna take that off. All right, so now we gotta go ahead and get this puller back on here. There we go, pull that out. Set that to the side. There we go. Okay, so that gives me access to everything I need, so I do not need to pull out the other side. As we can see here, we have a T30, T35, and then same over here. Pull those out. There's a 10 millimeter down here, and then this whole assembly will come off. Yeah, so it is a T30. You know, I do like DeWalt tools. I started with DeWalt when I was younger because I worked in carpentry, so you know, I had basic tools for carpentry work in DeWalt. But Milwaukee, it's definitely much better for car stuff because DeWalt actually does not have a option for like a ratcheting wrench, electric wrench or anything, and Milwaukee's just seems to be just a little bit better in the mechanic world. And I, considering this is the only mechanic tool I have for DeWalt, and I'm considering starting to switch over and buy some Milwaukee impacts and stuff like that, because they're pretty much, you know, the budget version of Snap-on, and you know, they have a good network and stuff, so I'm thinking about switching. So here we go, that's it. So that pulls out. All right, so this is out here. Looks like we gotta take this arm off first, a couple more T30s, and swap the new motor on. That's what I love about having a pickup truck. It also double as a workbench, which is nice. Fans of the channel will recognize this truck as the 2003 GMC that I'm restoring. We're getting close to getting her back on the road, so that's good. Okay, go ahead and so I'll leave a link up here, right somewhere around up on your screen if you want to check some of that out. Soon I'll have so many videos on that truck that I'll have to make a playlist to make them easy to find. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this back on there. Tighten this back up. So we put this arm back on here. Try to make sure these teeth line back up. I'll know pretty quickly if they are when I start tightening this up. So I think we're good there. Made in Mexico. Interesting. Alright, so I think we are now ready to put this back in the car. Alright, so I went ahead and vacuumed all that out, made it clean. So you can go ahead and slip the wiper motor back in. Sorta. What the heck? There we go. There we go. Okay. Installation is the opposite of disassembly, so let's go ahead and put these back on. And I'm making these super tight, so they have rubber washers on there. Okay, put that 10mm back in. Okay, so that's it. We're actually gonna test this quick, make sure everything works. Put this back down in there, like that. Test it out. Plastic back in, wiper arms on, and that'll be that. Perfect. This piece just kind of sneaks up along the fender there and under the glass. There we go. Okay. That clipped back in, I think. That'll work. Now I can put these arms back on. Call this wrapped up. Put that on, and then the nut should just drive it right back on there. Put the cap back in. Clip. Okay. So if you don't wash your windshield before, you know where it was sitting, and you can clock it about right. All right, that should be that. Set this guy back in. Is a wrap. So let's go ahead and shut the hood and make sure everything works right. Well, I think that's a success, if nothing else. Wiper motor. Last thing I had to do before this car is actually on its way out. I do have to clean the inside, take it down to the car wash, you know, make it look a little nice, take some pictures, and post it on that marketplace thing that people buy stuff on. I don't know. I buy stuff there too sometimes. As you can see, right behind me here, we got a minivan, and very thankful for that. And because, you know, family's growing and we're kind of outgrowing this car with the kids and stuff. It's much easier with a van. Thought I'd never own one, but they're very practical, and it's great for the kids. And it's even got a, you know, DVD thing. And if a road trip and I had to do some editing or whatever, there's a plug in the back. It's pretty cool. You can sit in the third row and just hang out. Anyway, if you liked today's episode, I know it's short, sweet, right to the point. You know, some they're nice sometimes like that, instead of being drug out. But I just kind of wanted to show you how easy it can be and how easily you can do it at home. And remember, like Vice Grip Garage says, it won't work unless you do. So make sure you like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment below, you know, share with your friends. It helps out what I'm doing here, and, you know, helps me reach more people. So thanks for watching KB Living, and I'll see you next time.